voice on show me benina speakers ni mu blast or down
ya woman na
energy and now that correct
some say Arsenal be intimation and I heard you people saying say oh so person who say team no o team ni ya dia ko ba Arsenal enyo na kan but so say Arsenal
ni pop your kan me dey
okay so ayala kan but one get
me make a different thing me the man cast so be so testing team na what dey
when make asa fa chukutum
man fa gu machi mu
fa gu achi ma City ahye Arsenal wo make asa odon say easy
I'm sorry boss
o ko sorry o ko room ai
me kale
mo to tetelesta ni bi
Devi and 2 years.
Oh, Munsia to. Roma for Munsia to.
Maybe the other say no, so intimation.
Now, say intimation.
Maybe make a intimation.
And the Roma for Munsia Tetelesta and to
Tetelesta.
Because
why a chair to
Yumbia or 2 hours. A Jinjao.
Chair to senior.
Set Carrick by and I'm catching the Carrick. Aquabacano. Two for Winty. Amorim.
Dear foot.
The Framorim and catches Amorim. Tim no. Tetelesta and you mean your Tony at the Aquapark. Was me minimum Tetelesta and I'm so okay. You better move on.
We do Tetelesta. We
do Tetelesta. Carrick by also on, and sometimes there is where a yes or the team bema o player no. Ebini. He understand the team, the philosophy.
Too much is poor.
Too much is about teams by. Ya both City ya boss and see too much. Walk kwasha Crystal Palace and pay o be wa kunko neba. Carrick by and I'm friend am chairman.
Too much is poor.
The operation me na me need.
We have 5. What 4? About 2 poor. Any away.
Why am now? Until Oziana.
There we are.
Okay. Until Ozo by any purpose. Every team. Say purpose is what the group and you know. And now about team bay.
About Charlton Athletic.
Why? Charlton and rating.
About Brentford.
Yeah, both City are Arsenal.
About City.
Team no be so person who's a team no has come of age. I go and play them.
Okay.
Now so team in the
your team has come of age.
Hey, Kofi. Premier League no chance na City. And say the trophy no man.
And I think a Villa J trophy in
why?
Villa.
Aston Villa.
Aye.
Oh. Eti Kofi dia tiene say Carrick Banham catch as a chairman. Me na you preaching.
Na na ya juma na minya nkwana. Minya analysis money we United it ga jiji dem. Na ki analysis money enjoy.
Me tell reason ti am team na yes sir. Some catch us man with side story.
What time my mom be doing catch Kofi time.
Only time of radio no so. Time me ha na wo. Only time room am patch TV. Eti Carrick Banham catch as we a former player.
Yeah.
You understand me. The philosophy of the team, you understand it. See, because stadium be a players, no. You bet you to Telesta and you to. When money I did some African players. Na me start Telesta. Na buna diso. Yeah. Telesta. Yeah. Arsenal. So person is a Manchester team.
No.
Hey, son, I know the pro game man here yo.
Third goal.
Cha. Matthias Cunha. Cha. A quiet player. You really should play.
I ran me all over you me mobile match we Kofi. Who's there? Me ko share ball no our report TV room. I mean Chia boys now report Republic or TV room in there. I was excited United fans and Rich, you need to go there especially for United matches. Because we be a mumia. As in a Rich when. KNS shuttle drivers na dey be a two no. Thank you very much and Republic Hall. We me ban Rich. Ena me nya call. Me number call. Me as a deeper call no. Cha. Na I dey Rich dey number move from me na. Tera cha. Rich. Me know Emmanuel Lisa. As e dey there. Oda.
No be any bibi aka.
No be any. Dey be da kasa.
Because we games here.
Na mo dey
Real Madrid was several news.
Mo dey na enyedru.
Dey.
Na mo dey Arsenal dey enyedru.
Oh dey. We training grounds there.
We training grounds. Hey.
Training grounds.
No.
For Arsenal on Betika.
What surprised you most about the game?
Honestly, I didn't watch the game. Because I know we were yase.
Oh, okay.
Many more fun to na kakra bia.
No check it.
Na fun for more of us. The day now your phone so of our dear who baby I'm hungry done. Then your crank yet 2 years national.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't watch the game.
Yeah.
But who's calling? In fact, me fool yana.
Yeah.
But then instead I'm saying yamu bibri because of Carrick buying no.
Yeah.
They don't ne empenufo na kanya de no. I knew she be draw. And when you come near Becca.
Honestly speaking, I felt that before United beating and share Arsenal, no, just a more mature intensity. In fact, for me on Saturday, that was my analysis throughout. Because who's the Arsenal team, we're moving in the sense that who kita ball, that's all in bar, or a good defensive team. So who's kita ball also quality attackers to break you down. Or some sort of set pieces, or free kick, or corner kick, or no man getting that can make him stand out in any game. So then definitely, when you are watching Arsenal play a game of football, obviously, Edding, especially given when Okobo Manchester City, this Manchester City team mentioned a team that's in solid form. So for me, that is the first thing that was very important. How are Manchester United going to beat Arsenal when you're unable to match their intensity? Also, since 2019, which most Arsenal now. Again, this is the Premier League game. One of the best home defense.
That's right.
So exactly. So then I would not say any analyst here would have been wrong to say Manchester United cannot win this game. I like the kind of job that Michael Carrick has done since he has come to Manchester United. And in fact, in the last 1 month, I think that psychology and the emotional side of football are underrated.
Yeah, and it's true. I agree with you.
In fact, I told you that Alvaro Arbeloa, Liam Rosina, and Michael Carrick, and I'll start with Michael Carrick. Rich, nobody's talking about Kobe Mainoo.
Yeah.
Michael Carrick is midfielder. Oba Manchester United team. Kobe Mainoo is a boy who is on the big. As a midfielder, he obviously can convince Kobe and tell him that Jack, you don't need to go anywhere, Kobe. You know where you're doing. And me a midfielder, you do a midfielder. You have a simple 4-2-3-1. In the 4-2-3-1, you are my number 8. Let Casemiro be the 6. Let him do the off the ball job, sit deep, and then control the tempo of the game for me. And let us allow Bruno Fernandes to push forward. In that, you will be able to push the line behind and then close the spaces. Which all the goals that Manchester United scored in the game, especially if you want to look at it from the numbers point of view, XG Arsenal creating here 1.20. Manchester United XG creating here 0.37. Arsenal bought 15 shots, United bought 10 shots. Arsenal bought 4 on target, United bought 3. 57 possession for Arsenal, 43% possession to Manchester United. It means that Manchester United did the most important thing. Because XG is not important if you've lost the game.
Sure.
Possession is not important if you've lost the game. United did the most important thing on the night. And I think there are two. One, the psychology of the team. Which, under Ruben Amorim, Manchester United, I did about Kwane Hamu Pan say Yeshamwa, and I say, take it now, open it to me, better Shamu. And I tell you,
until the name catch us, me crown a James.
Yeah.
When Arsenal take an 2-2.
Yeah.
So now United say, look, game we be winning Azania.
And you came down from a 1 goal up. And I asked, maybe they honestly speaking, again in the report TV room. Arsenal first goal in Rome, Monsieur Agbena Yapon. Because Arsenal shot 1 every time. I thought it was going to be more of a defensive job for Manchester United. But United had other plans. Here, which we need also to give credit to Michael Carrick from the tactical point of view in terms of the profiling of Brian Mbeumo. Mbeumo Abo either on the right hand side in that 3-5-2 now, and I said 3-5-3 now we need a modern ball. Since he has come in against Man City and against Arsenal, Abon as a centre forward. Because to be very honest with you, Rich, Mbeumo is Manchester United's most prolific attacker. He has goals one whole part. When he was coming, he has scored 23 goals at Brentford. Into the goal station. And it is clear here. So what your goals are United saying clear cut chances even for Brian Mbeumo's ball, Arsenal had no theatre. It was not such an aggressive press. Zubimendi got out of sorts, ball goes back, then Mbeumo passes on it, which an XG of 0.73. And yet Mbeumo's composure, taking out a banter, your friend David Raya and slotting it on 1-1. And which at that point in time, record by the top form. And Mbeumo became the first Manchester United player to score against Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool in the same season since Marcus Rashford in the 22-23 season. What a player. Yeah. I think that if you are discussing best purchases this summer, you can't have that conversation without Brian Mbeumo. Which, in the same light of player profiling, I think that has been some of the low-hanging fruits that Michael Carrick, it is the job of Patrick Dogu. Which Patrick Dogu the position here there under Amorim. Dogu now what is it? I'm going to wing back me boy. Now Okoka kra no abana chika kra. Ono say the problem pa the finishing. He's very good at the ball. Yeah. But the finishing so see it as more. Again and as a wing back, not a more defensive job to do. But what Carrick has done is simple. On the left hand side, Obu will show as the fullback. Okay. And Patrick Dogu as a winger defender, more or less to give defensive cover to him. But essentially, he has given Patrick Dogu the freedom to go inside, to go and affect the game. So for me, the most important thing Carrick did away from the psychology of the game is also about the player profiling. One, it's about your friend Brian Mbeumo. Two, Patrick Dogu, most importantly. And again, it comes down to this. How many times under Ruben Amorim did you see Patrick Dogu in this zone? You Patrick Dogu in the central zone. But now, your money the freedom to go. Different kakra, the ball attack the kakra to the extent that he could come in central in a transitional play. Now, means all commentary now. Patrick Dogu no commentary. No commentary no. There be a. I prefer to Matthias Cunha. Okay, I'll let you play Matthias Cunha because even me, as a Chelsea fan, I felt the goosebumps. By popular request. Kovia they say me to me when you join. But Philly, some men say oh, a far, yeah. No me be against that. At the end no man be you know say yeah. At the end it was such a brilliant goal from our banter friend Matthias Cunha. Solid one par from our banter friend Patrick Dogu, sorry. And it was a clear cut goal. And your foul, and your offside, and your BBR, it was a good one. Meaning who be Mamiana. Okay. By popular request, where you know, Mamiana. When you Patrick Dogu go no commentary me. And I Cunha there. I wish the same coming when but no Cunha there. Producer catch him say Cunha there. Okay, Cunha there, mami. Tie na mo a Chelsea players. You know, and then you una da pass. O ka say e po show ka Kofi we ja. Mo strikers no massa no do mo omo Matthias Cunha. Ati. No musua no. Matthias Cunha ne pre nya din. Ntie no. Manchester United have turned it around. That's a superb strike and Manchester United have turned it around again to lead again. Matthias Cunha has pulled something very, very special out of his box of tricks. Arsenal 2, Manchester United 3. You see, just before, and I don't want us to lose track of this, just before we talk about the Matthias Cunha going any commentary now about it, just look at the heat map of Patrick Dogu. Or the heat map, clearly United. Very, very effective. Like, you see, Patrick Dogu is a good player, but I want to emphasize on the profiling of Michael Carrick. Because one shame here will take a lot for Michael Carrick. It's a short time. No one getting, that gives you bigger results. And it's the freedom he has given Patrick Dogu, Obo as a defender, Obo as a left winger, Obo as a left midfielder, Obo as a left-sided number 10. That is exactly what led to that goal for our branch friend Patrick Dogu. And for me, that was a brilliant strike. And no less a strike, this one from the Brazilian man, Matthias Cunha. What a shot. Which? That's not a carry in 2-2. Where was it coming from? Because I'm saying in football, opponent now on the neighbor, so we shall know about here. Yeah. At that time, only a moment to navigate. Outside your home side. Outside home side. Or Peligaji. Wow. Russian or Betika. 2-2. Still, United push the men forward. Yeah. And make sure so we already win the Kofi. Wow. That is super. Matthias Cunha. Kofi say mini hey. Yeah. Adia wa no machino no. Marcel. Are you passes officer? Asari Samo and or the message be in fact or the blame me war
my Facebook page or Richardo TV.
As I used to say.
Also last week there was a day I can't remember, but your show was hosted by Gabby Tram.
Yeah.
He allowed one of your pundits, either Fifi or Ayala, to compare this Arsenal team to our Manchester United 1992 class.
Yeah. That
was disrespect in the first place. You must make sure they apologize. And me make sure about apologize.
United fancy. Kofi. No, we no bash we so. We down. Azari benti Azari din na won kind message. Benti Azari din na.
With the Arsenal team.
Enya me bia ba ha wo se me common analyst. Mo na mo kita to me a common analyst. Gabi no say me compare. And I say say our team no. Arsenal team we obi antimi won. Now maybe the only person I can make never come with team and say maybe Owen Hargreaves. Now they declare rights about the shame of Carrick and schools. But Obi team.
Okay.
You know this job. I try to be honest. Me not perfect there, but I try to be very honest. Which say Arsenal in the league now, Yempa Mikel Arteta.
When they say Arsenal for news umbuja.
Oh, no, but say also a season.
I think that se Obi kasa onyem from so.
Okay.
Because Mikel Arteta na ye kano. And you say the Arsenal man 1 year or 2 years.
Yeah.
But body team na che. And this particular season any season as what the league no. Baby o twim ko do now. Yeah. Oh yeah, na obi ba the league.
2 weeks ago Nkoko share obon motanke be 9 points. No ko board row. And see about 4 points.
And you want dia. Obi ka say empam na me need.
I think that me know we are doing. Million Arsenal for I don't think Arsenal fans should be sad if people question Arsenal's intent. Say, oh, you see Arsenal here elephant or console rubber form. No, Arsenal fans should not be angry. If we say home cry, because to be very honest, their team has shown say they don't do enough to look like a club that wants to win. Which I will expand this later in the next coming weeks. But I mean, Kanto, if Arsenal can win the English Premier League, they would have to win the EFL Cup.
Okay.
You about weekend we are. You about Champions League. You about weekend. Ni akobo EFL Cup semi-final. First leg no match Chelsea 3-2. Say omo ntini an Chelsea an final and kwan EFL Cup no. And then they don't have an empirical evidence that we can win. We've gotten over your demons and your monsters that we can't win now. It is going to haunt them. And psychologically going to be more difficult for Mikel Arteta and the man to do anything. And a slot, is it time for him to go?
Definitely.
It's mid-season Premier League first time winner in his first season.
And you are giving out this result. Liverpool is a mediocre team.
Is the Liverpool problem not the boardroom one?
How?
We bought too much, changed the team too much.
Now go to the wearing.
But we are having that conversation.
Board for no. I don't think say player beyond the choir no. To see a cassette there, see and story be say coach can so on. So you sanctioned it. Yeah. This a result of my own you baby.
But again, Rich, you are there to say sporting directors not have a role. I told you and you coach in your open kwa. It's also about what the team was, what the sporting team was, and sporting direction. I think that almost like Anna Slot this year, there's going to be a lot of questions from my end. At least to the end of the season, they should look at Anna Slot and Rich. Yeah. Chelsea, for want to say, style of play can come later.
Mo born in your feet.
I mean, Sassy Walker, why should you?
No, seriously, mo born in your
feet. It's born in your feet.
How?
You see, because the whole boy FFP, Nancy. And I say this, there are some Chelsea fans who are now disagreeing with me. Not open Zo Maresca Sempa, but you see, there's all Liam Rossinia. And my every day, my response is that my allegiance is not Maresca. My allegiance is not Liam. My allegiance is the football that's being played and what the team wants. And I said, we kind. So he tells me at the time, I'll be patient. Liam feels like Akwa say self-government now and self-government within the shortest possible time. Liam is so open because for him, psychologically, he gives the players a boost. 2, the noise around the club also come from. 3, the consistency that Enzo Maresca did not have, he's able to get. And quickly I'll walk you through it. Which Obaye about 5 games. FA Cup game against Charlton, we need 5-1. And I lose to Arsenal 3-2. Oshe Brentford 2-0 Boogie side. Paphos 1-0 Boogie side. And then away at Selhurst Park, Crystal Palace, he won that game goes to 1. Rich, Kakre, I just want you to look at this. Only Madia Liam was in the game. And mention game now, I noticed it. So I went on Twitter and I said, Liam seemed to have trusted Andre Santos because Onina Yajumape. Into Obo Andre as a 6. And Omo Mike Caicedo elbow box to box 8. And Omo Enzo Fernandez is elbow box to box, more like a 10 on that side. Rich, this is something that Enzo did not like to do.
Okay.
Of course, Enzo did not like to do. In that sense, making sure that the number 6 will control the game. Rich, this is all I'm say. Or say like a semi-4, semi-5 at the back with Andre in between. I am lucky with Andre because he has done it for me against Marseille and against Paris Saint-Germain last year. But for the other players, they have never played in that shape before. The front 3 outside was outstanding in terms of the job that they did. Rich, just look at this annotation. Andre Santos na Chelsea Libona, who was slotting in like an extra centre back to win the ball back and allow Moise Caicedo manage in our park in Fifi, and he gave Chelsea the shield. He gave the counter pressing, the pressing, and I think those things are good. Again, the psychology of the game.
Sure.
Over the weekend, same for Madrid, any Abrante friend Alvaro Arbeloa, the psychology of the game. Which the time now soon. And see, I will be able to go through my bet schools, but this weekend, boys now Fesca. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the boys have paid money. And then when my coach know I say, go on to my social media handles, Fifi Manfred Facebook, Fifi Manfred YouTube, Fifi Manfred Twitter. Okwa, coach need that you can go and take them and go and stake.
All right, Kofi. So yeah, that's insurance of 4.5 years.